The oldest woman in the world died recently at the age of 117. Imagine everything she lived through. The car, the airplane, the internet, Tinder. 3 different economies in her lifetime. The world changed more in her lifetime than in all the human history that came before it. But not everyone benefited. My county used to be on top. In furniture factories and textile mills, we helped to build this country into the envy of the world. But now they're gone. My county is second nationally in median income decline since the year 2000. Second nationally. My name is Michael Cooper. I'm an attorney from the foothills of Southern Appalachia, and that's my county now. That's us on the cover of the New York Times. The world changed, and we felt it. Where I come from, we didn't read about the opioid epidemic by reading The Atlantic. Where I come from, we read the obituaries, and we knew the victims. If there are winners and losers in this country, we're on the losing end of globalization, automation, deindustrialization, all of them. And folks have every right to be angry. But Donald Trump is not the answer. You're the answer. We might be losing Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Iowa, but it's not because we didn't go there during the election. It's because we weren't there when they needed us. Millions of Americans out there were anxious and afraid about what was happening in the new economy. And we only saw their anger. We saw them as deplorable and irredeemable, and we found them to be unworthy of our time. Imagine, after all you've been through in the Great Recession, and your town is dying, a candidate running for president says that you are irredeemable, that you are beyond redemption. That's why we're losing, because we gave up on them. In the room this morning is the best of a generation. You're our best hope. But when you're a leader, it's not your job to judge other Americans. It's your job to find the good in them, no matter how hard you have to look. Across this country, in 1,000 small towns, there is a vacuum of leadership because young people moved away when times got tough. 2/3 of college-educated millennials live in America's 50 biggest cities, and we're leaving the rest of America behind. They won't catch up without us. When you take the ideas, the energy, the creativity, the entrepreneurship out of a community, you lose hope. You give up. You vote for someone like Donald Trump not because your heart is dark, but because your world is dark. And Donald Trump is only the beginning. We have to go back. Because of the Electoral College, we have no choice. Gerrymandering is an issue too, but if there are no progressives living in the state of Iowa, it doesn't matter how we draw the map. Folks out there are worried about this new economy, about finding their place, about what they're going to be doing. But so are we. We have to connect our own vulnerability to folks who are dying of a broken heart. We have to reach out, we have to connect people, regardless of their race or their culture or their class. Politics used to be about persuasion, about making a case. We made politics about turnout. Then we didn't give people a reason to turn out. We made politics about pop stars and celebrities, but not poor people. We used to fight for poor and working class people, and now we're ashamed to be seen with them. We ask ourselves, why don't they care about climate change? When the leading cause of death for Americans under 50 is drug overdose. They're dying now. They're dying now. Our communities are dying now. And we need your help. We didn't choose this moment in America's history. We didn't choose these issues. We were chosen for it. Leadership is hard. Folks out there are waiting for a second chance. They are waiting for redemption. They are waiting for someone to come along and lead them. They're out there waiting for you. Thank you.